So, I'm extremely sorry for the lack of uploads the last couple of days, but something came out, I think was last weekend, that I've really wanted to make a video on and just haven't really gotten the chance, and that's that Rosario Dawson, who played Claire Temple in most of the Marvel Netflix shows. She was sort of like the Phil Coulson of the Defenders shows, where she showed up and she sort of connected a lot of the characters together. Like, she's basically the person who did connect Luke Cage and Danny Rand in the Defenders show itself. So she was kind of the character who came in and connected everybody. She was pretty integral to those shows. But she was speaking at the Chicago version of Comic-Con, I think. I'm not really too familiar with American city-centric Comic-Con kind of things they do, but I think this was the Chicago version of Comic-Con. And she said on it that Jon Bernthal's Punisher is not just coming back as a character, but is coming back as a whole show. And now this is something that has been rumoured and teased for a while, that Jon Bernthal was going to be coming back in shows like Armor Wars, because it does kind of fit him a lot, even just showing up in a couple episodes of Daredevil Born Again. But this is pretty insane. Just before getting deeper into this video, I just want to say thank you so much for helping us reach 1,000 subscribers. That was the goal for this year, and we reached it last weekend, and it feels pretty good, I can't lie. So thank you so much. It's due to all you guys that we reached it. And if you're not subscribed yet, please do so, because I'm going to keep trying to make Marvel and DC videos as regular as I can. College is starting back soon, but I'm going to try and still keep it sort of regular, maybe even once a week of uploads if it has to come to that. So this is pretty crazy. She said it in a panel in front of a load of people. She said Jon Bernthal's Punisher show is coming back. Just not even the character, that the show is coming back. Now, a couple days later, or it might have even been like a day later, she did come out on Twitter and say that she had heard wrong and that this was not the case. Jon Bernthal's not coming back. But I mean, look, Rosario Dawson, she works for Disney. She's going to be playing Ahsoka in her own Star Wars show. She's very much in the Disney sphere. If Jon Bernthal's show is coming back, and she said that at Chicago's Comic-Con, the first thing that would happen is that Feige or someone at Disney is going to ring Rosario Dawson and say, you need to say that that's not the case, like, immediately. You need to walk back those comments straight away. I think that there's no scenario where she says Jon Bernthal's coming back that doesn't end with her coming out on Twitter and saying, oh, sorry, didn't mean to say that, oopsie. Like, that seems like the most PR thing possible. Now, I know that I've already kind of done a lot of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. rumor and leak videos, and one of them, I did talk about how one of the creators of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. came out on Twitter to debunk a rumor. That was different, though, because I don't think that the creators of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. would have been involved in any way. This is different to me because I think Rosario Dawson very much is in the circle that she would know about this if it's the case. Like, if Jon Bernthal's coming back, I think she would know. She would be in kind of that sphere where she would have heard about it from somebody who definitely knows or something like that. So I think, of course, she would have come out on Twitter and debunked it, like, immediately. So I think the fact that she said this is kind of likely. Now, I mean, I think it's already kind of likely that we're going to see characters that aren't Daredevil, that aren't Wilson Fisk come back. Like, we already know Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio are back. They were back in the MCU. Charlie Cox is going to be making his Daredevil debut again in the MCU in like 2 or 3 weeks, depending on whatever the She-Hulk episode is. We've also had so many rumors about people like Jessica Jones coming back, like Mike Coulter's Luke Cage, like Danny Rand, all of these characters who've been teased about coming back. And I think that the Punisher is the one that you would want to get after Daredevil. While I personally think all of the casting for all of the main characters in the Defenders verse was great, I think that Jon Bernthal comes right after Charlie Cox as the best casting in them. So I think that once you have Daredevil locked down, then you get Punisher in. I think Punisher showing up for like 2 episodes of the Daredevil Born Again show, especially since it's 18 episodes, would be a great decision. And him showing up in Armor Wars also just works perfectly, especially since we kind of know that Marvel Zombies that's coming out is going to be the first Disney Plus original to be TVMA. So I think that this is opening the door for us to get a lot of things like what Netflix gave us with the Punisher show, which that wasn't even TVMA, I don't think. I think that was PG-13, something about that. So if they're doing TVMA, now correct me if I'm wrong, I could definitely be wrong and it was TVMA, but if they're doing TVMA shows on Disney Plus now, I think getting even a Netflix level version of Punisher back is super likely. I just really do hope it is the case, because The Punisher is one of the more consistent shows. I know we only had 2 seasons of it, but I thought that when it was good, it was really good. I was a little bit disappointed in season 2, but I think that when it was good in season 2, it was still really good. I don't think it was ever true a bland, boring show. And Jon Bernthal is a big reason for that. So I would love to see the character come back and the actor come back and everything. Let me know what you think about this apparent rumor or leak, or I guess just possible announcement from Rosario Dawson herself. Just let me know how you're feeling about all that. Do you think it's likely? Do you think it's not likely? Would you like to see Jon Bernthal's Punisher back? Is there anybody you would love to see back who hasn't really been announced yet? I know I'm personally fingers crossed for a Karen Page and Foggy Nelson return in Daredevil Born Again. But yeah, and if you're not subscribed yet, please do so. I'm going to be trying to get videos out more consistently. And thank you again so much for 1,000 subscribers. I'm going to try and do a stream at some point, probably like my first stream since I really started this channel when I had like 10 subscribers. So I'm going to try and work that out. Kind of my ideal thoughts for doing a stream would be literally just putting on video games and just talking about Marvel, DC with you guys in chat and stuff like that. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.